Hey, my Taurus babies, what's happening? This is EJ from Taurota Tarot. Happy New Year and all that good shit. I hope everybody had a safe weekend. I hope y'all are COVID free. Woo! Yeah. Last year was a piece of work. Let me just say off the rip, I'm pretty sure I did Taurus 2021 already. But this is a better year. Don't get that fucked up with easier year. No, better year, but not easy so much. I have already shuffled and cut the cards. Let me just say this. January, and this is coming through, did a couple readings yesterday for some Tauruses and a couple other signs. Do not be afraid to take care of yourself right now. Despite all the hustle and bustle and what everybody else got going on, and how come this ain't done and some other shit, do not be afraid to take care of yourself. Self-care is going to be the name of the game this year. And I know everybody's like, well, we stayed in the house all last year. That was good. Yeah, well, you know what? It's not so much about staying in the house, but it's about making sure your mind and your body is in good form to deal with whatever challenges you need to deal with. So if you only been operating on 2 hours of sleep, you need to bump that up. I'm just saying, you need to bump that up. If you have not been meditating, and it's difficult for me to meditate because I'm an empath and some other shit. And so me meditating is really welcoming a lot of souls into my little area. So I don't do a lot of meditating because I can't handle all of that energy all of the time. But if you do meditate, journaling, anything that's going to stop you from creating any kind of negative momentum, any kind of negative energy, stop. Go sit down somewhere, get you a cup of tea, cup of coffee, however that's working for you. And take care of yourself. And to fuck with, oh, well, if I do this, they'll call me, or oh, if I do this, yeah, you know what, damn all that. Do what you do. Take care of you. Don't wait on anybody, because everybody is looking at us like, wow, you're amazing. How'd you do that? And on the inside, you're like, you know what, I need a nap. Take care of yourself at all costs. That's a message that's been being beat in my head loud and clear right now. So please, whatever you do, make sure you are taking care of you. Better year, not easier. There are good things in line for us, depending on where you are in the spectrum. And this reading is pretty much going to confirm this. So this is Taurus Weekly Update. We are running tomorrow, Monday, January 4th, 2021. to Tuesday, January 12th. Relationships are on your Taurus's mind right now. I don't give a damn what you're doing. But relationships and how we're dealing with relationships, they are front and center. Taking a close second, but not a distant second, is work and career. For some of you, that energy may be vice versa. Career may be popping in front of you. But for quite a few of you, love, what direction you're going in with love. If you're in a partnership, is it ready to go to the next level? Should it be cut off? That's another thing about 2021. One more time, I don't give a damn. Anybody's talking about, you need to get rid of people that are draining you. People that want to plug in and just run the battery out of you till it's dead, you need to get them out of your system. You need to get them out of your life. Because if you are always giving, and you don't get anything in return, that's not a way to be. That's not a way to live. And it's unfair to you, even though we have this home and hearth thing, and we like family and our partners to be around. Yeah, you know what? If people are draining you, let them go. You're not going to be able to make the kind of moves you want to make if somebody is always snatching you back because of their needs. This is definitely the year to take care of you. I'm actually thinking about on my whiteboard, erasing whatever I got on there now, whatever little saying I had for last year, and put the word me on there in big letters, big M, big E, me. Because it's about me and not me doing something for somebody else or, stopping what I'm doing, interrupting my dinner. None of that. None of that. And particularly in romantic relationships, people that are, and it doesn't matter, male or female, people trying to get up on a come up off your back, because you're providing that level of stability for them in their life. If they can keep running back and forth, time for that shit to be over. Time for it to be over. Looking at your overall energy, the 10 of coins on top of the star card is just what we're talking about. Relationships, trying to find, you're looking for that serene setting, Taurus. This is up here on top. Trying to move past your limitations so you can get your hopes, your wishes, and your dreams. That's where you're at. And it's the beginning of the year. That's the way you should be looking at the beginning of the year. And that's a positive energy that's kind of self-boosting. When you feel like this, you just feel good, and your confidence goes up, and your self-esteem goes up, because you're trying to see this is a new year. What do I want to do this year? So that's a good place to be. Many of you got this on cabeza. What are we doing? Where are we going? Is this really it? Is this really the one? So you got that up here in the front. But on the back end, you got the Emperor and the 7 of Cups. The Emperor in this old deck over here, he's usually the guy with the little staff, and he's kind of standing up and got a little compass on there and trying to determine which way you're going to go. This Emperor is like there already. He ain't trying to figure out shit other than where is the next glass. Hello. But it's definitely about your leadership skills, Taurus. You're feeling that, and you see that Ram energy back there. Is especially poignant to me because I have Aries rising. But there may be an Aries somewhere. If not, this is the kind of energy you need, especially if you are over focusing on any one person or thing, being in that obsessed mode, and some of you may be doing that. The Emperor sitting underneath this, don't forget about what makes you stable, and don't not do what you need to do to maintain your stability. You may have a lot of emotional options up for grabs this month. And so you may be sitting down and actually thinking about, what is good about this situation, what's not good about another situation. That all of this is up in your overall energy. In total, you're trying to keep your foundation secure, even though there's a lot of upheaval, and you notice the coins are up in the air, the cups are up in the air, even in your challenge card, damn cup is up for offer. It's about maintaining, keeping that balance and maintaining your current stability and making the decisions that are going to be right for you to do that. That part right there. Your challenge with the 3 of Cups is about making sure that you've healed, and on top of that 5 of Wands, making sure that you recognize the challenge or challenges as a part of your growth. So things, authority figures at work, supervisors, other, just know those prickly surfaces, as I like to call them, people just kind of poking at you. All of this is happening to help you grow in whatever area that may be. As you grow, see, it's a lot easier to offer up a cup when you are emotionally okay. It's a little more difficult to be offering up a cup when you got a lot of bullshit going on in the background. So your challenge for the month of January is to just kind of sidestep all this bullshit, focus on the triumph, that part, the success, and the healing. and knowing that whatever challenges you have to deal with are to the better good for whatever it is that you're trying to do. Those of you that are actively trying to start a business, trying to move, trying to get another car, whatever, however, just know that the challenges that you encounter are, even in some cases, really throwing a roadblock in front of you to make sure you're doing what you want to do. So take the delay or the setback as your friend. I'm telling you, and I'm probably talking more to me than anybody. Tomorrow, 8 of Swords on top of the 3 of Swords. Dealing with past hurts can sometimes cause you to create self-imposed restrictions on yourself. And your object here is to move past the 3 of Swords energy, the separation, the heartbreak, disappointment, all of that shit, and remove the limitations you've put in place because you've been hurt before. Let's just take that. So I don't want to date anybody because I've been hurt before. That kind of shit. Moving that. Once again, challenge and growth. Challenging yourself. And that's your challenge for the month. Challenging yourself. And not allowing yourself to put them damn blinders on because you're going to miss some shit. I'm just saying. So tomorrow, or Tuesday or Wednesday, time is fluid, don't get that part twisted, but I'm saying tomorrow, there may be something that goes on, not tomorrow, sometime this week, that kind of triggers some shit, and you want to immediately go back into old form. Oh, I can't do that. Oh, I can't get on a roller coaster. I don't get sick. Yeah, removing those self-imposed limitations that you have so you can begin moving forward. Looking at Tuesday with the Knight of Swords on top of the Sun, this is definitely about you going with the flow. Obviously, and I'm sure if you watch any other reader on YouTube, you know that there's some shit going on. Let's just put that shit out. There's some shit going on in the background somewhere. And so this is going to trigger some unforeseen events. This does not mean anything negative, but it certainly harkens to something you're not expecting. Whatever it is, it's going to force you, if you ain't already here, to blow off the dust on the bully tail and get your butt out there and do your thing. Maybe shocking, whatever the unforeseen event is when it comes to light. It may be, for some of you, you might have a brief moment of, oh, damn. But then when you start looking and you see the opportunities that are coming out of this, it's all about your success, 100%. So keep your eyes open. Do not be shaken by unexpected things or things that you weren't anticipating. Don't let that fuck with you. Go with the flow. Keep it moving. Definitely keep it moving. Don't get stuck on nah. Don't do it. Don't do it. Wednesday, the Hierophant on top of the seven of Pentacles. Obviously, you, especially in relationships, you are looking for long-term commitment. I don't know anybody that's just, if you're just fucking around, you're just fucking around. You're not really looking for anything. But if you are really seriously looking for commitment, you're going to have to let the fear go. Because, see, whatever it is you're dealing with may be bigger than you. It may take more than one person to harvest them grapes. Just saying. Ultimately, the thing here is that you're trying to create something that's going to last. But you're going to have to get on a new path to do it. You're going to have to start responding differently. Things you will definitely notice this year, things that you've been used to doing are not going to work. It's plain and simple. They ain't going to work. It's just not, it ain't happening. It's not going to happen. Looking at Thursday, with the Ace of Cups on top of the Three of Pentacles, this is where you begin to get some clarity in your love, in your romantic life. Moving past any jealousy or power struggles, and now everybody kind of coming to the table and saying, okay, this is what I need from you, this is what I want from you, this is what I think our relationship should look like. Conversations of that kind will be abundant this week. So it might not be Thursday, it might be tomorrow, who knows, but just keep that part in mind, that you're going to have to come back And again, the Seven of Pentacles talking about lasting value. The Three of Pentacles talking about long-term rewards. So just know that you're trying to get past the power struggles. And so you almost enter into a phase of negotiation, trying to negotiate what's best for you. Friday brings us Friday brings us to the Ace of Pentacles and the Five of Swords. There may be some alliance changes. I don't know how best to put that. Because something may be blocked, I was doing it like that. If there's an opportunity that may just be blocked, there's some divine intervention going on. And what you will need to do is adopt an alternative point of view or outlook on whatever it is. So for those of you that are just talking about needing to cut people off, ain't no mistake, I said cutting is a sword. Whoop, whoop, whoop. You may need to cut people off, or you may need to reframe how you look at certain relationships because they're no longer serving you. Just know there'll be some divine intervention here to remove whatever's blocking. So if there were a dam there, or even a dam you can't see, it's been removed. There's that divine energy kind of jumping in and helping you move past whatever it is. For some of you, and that is sitting underneath this Knight of Swords up there, talking about unforeseen events. Some of you, it may be like getting a shot, and that initial little pinprick is like, ow, and then you move on. Same kind of energy here. All is well, Taurus. So if some shit comes up and something just gets snatched up off the table and it's not there anymore, please don't get all, you took it away from me. I don't know what to do. Damn all of that. Reframe it. And this is a period where as bulls, we're going to have to really think on our feet about reframing things in the moment. Okay, that's not that. Let's do this. And keep moving. Some things are going to be a bit painful because of what I want to say, the shock or whatever it is, but don't let that shock knock you down. Saturday, talking about changes on top of the Two of Swords. And when I was shuffling, the Two of Swords in this deck popped up. I was like, I kept shuffling. But you see, Two of Swords made its way in. Anyway, decisions. It's decision-making time. On top of everything, on top of all the changes, again, talking about reframing things, getting an alternate point of view. Fuck it, that's change. That's all that is. It's change. And coming out of this, I don't know. I'm just going to sit here and hopefully the right thing will come. Take the damn blinders off and start making some decisions. And make them in the good faith that you know the universe is going to throw this back at you. And it's going to be good. So take the blinders off. Oddly enough, the back of this talks about objectivity and distance. So you may need to get some mental distance from whatever it is that you're dealing with and look at it from a more objective point of view so you can get on with the changes that need to be made. Next Sunday, and Death card, well, I swear to God, Death card just trying to beat the message home. It's about change, but once again, and this has really been the energy coming off of this card strong for the past couple of weeks. Letting go of codependent, can I please just take your life and live it for myself energy. People that just, and I'm sorry, this is graphic, but just people that want to latch on to your tit and don't want to let go. Miss me with that shit. This is major energy. Don't get that part twisted. It is definitely about the transformation, but in that transformation, do not think it's a passive thing on your part. You are actively going to have to, for lack of a better word, kill off some relationships. You're going to have to just simply say, no, I'm not doing this anymore. Bye. When you do that, then all this other shit opens up. And so even in the process, letting go of one thing, you're sitting right on top of another thing. Look at the cup. And I'm not even going off what the card says now. I'm dealing with straight ass energy. Look at the cup that's being offered to you as you're letting go of the dependent ties. Is it similar to this, or is it new? And see, the object here is to get rid of all that fiery, hot, oh, I can't live without you, oh my God, I can't breathe. And cool it off a little bit. You feel the energy. Cool it off a little bit. And then in the next round, look at what's being offered to you. What's in that cup? And don't be afraid to ask, what kind of cycle are you? I just got rid of one. So what kind of cycle are you? And those are questions you need to ask if you haven't been asking. What are you into? And I know this sounds old-fashioned, so those of you that are born after 1984, this is going to sound stupid and ridiculous, but what's your daddy do? What's your mama do? What kind of household did you grow up in? See, these are questions we're afraid to ask because initially it's like, ooh, he's so beautiful. And he's like, ooh, she's so fine. And ooh, and all the oohs and shit. And with all the oohs, you ain't asked not in their question. You don't know nothing. Here, once again, talking about transformation and change, you don't want to get back into this hot, sticky shit where you need a fan and an air conditioner all the damn time trying to deal with some shit. You cool it off a little bit and now start asking questions. What's in your cup? Is that Capital One? What's in your wallet? That right there. Get to Monday next week, 8 of Cups, King of Swords. Now you start dealing with the decision making, the justice, and where the anvil's going to actually hit. One more time. Decisions to be made, leaving the past behind. Now, wait a minute. Some of you may be going back into old relationships. You're going to do a reboot. Same shit applies. Leave the past behind. What's going on right now? If you think last year only affected you and your family, you're wrong. And I know there are some people out here that they don't understand the full and total impact of 2020. It affected everybody. So if you've got somebody, and now that we're talking about the King of Swords, it could be air sign, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, someone that wants to take command, look at dude, of whatever situation, particularly in love, coming back around for a do-over, a reboot, if you will. Forget what you heard. Forget what you heard. Make your decisions in as balanced a way as you can. You don't want to eliminate all of the emotional because that's what makes shit warm and fuzzy. You don't want to eliminate all of the mental and logical because that's what provides framework and boundaries. So you need a good balance of the two. But you don't want that hot, sticky, crazy, why is this chick in the middle of the sun dancing around type shit, draining you because y'all sitting out in 120 degree heat. Just saying. You want to come with this. You need to come with a little logic. And whoever you're dealing with, new people or reboot people are going to bring this. But you can't continue to see them in the same framework that you were looking at them in a year ago or 2 years ago. Because like I said, 2020 had a huge impact on people on every level. Once again, the back of this is talking about detachment. You may need to pull back a bit and just kind of scope the landscape, see what's going on. At the end of this, next Tuesday, once again, talking about change and transition. You may have some anxiety. Fuck it, I'm going to talk about the backside of the card too. Waste and hesitation. All of that just kind of bundled up into one little thing. And the energy off of this has been profound in a lot of readings. You may have all of the material things, but you don't have the heart shit. Some of you may have some of the heart shit, don't have all the material stuff. Going through this transition, You may need to change how you're even looking at relationships. And it's a big deal, and it ain't a big deal, but you got to understand we're changing ages, moving into the age of Aquarius. We're actually in it as far as I'm concerned. But if you've been one of these people like me, I gotta get married, Gary. Yeah, that's old, outdated, played. If you've been in a thing where you've just been kind of hitting it and missing it and floating here and filtering there, not gonna work. You're gonna have to come up with something brand new in order for you to get the benefits of the transitions and the changes. I got some new cards. These are oracle cards. I don't have to put old girl up here. The Gospel of Aradia. Those of you that are practitioners of Wicca understand that she is what they consider the queen of witches. It has an Italian background. But the cards spoke to me yesterday when I got them. And so, let's see what the queen has to say about some stuff. Peacemaking. There's that sword energy again. Peacemaking. And really making peace with yourself so that, if you've had people sucking the life out of you, you have to forgive yourself. You didn't know that going in. Now you do. And now you know what to ask. What's in your cup? What's in your wallet? That part. But really, peacemaking. Where you can with other people and as much as you can with yourself. Forgive yourself. If you made some fucked up decisions in the past, well, hell, join the damn club. We all have. So don't beat yourself up. Once again, the priority here this month is on self-care. The hedge. Didn't we just talk about boundaries? So all of you know what a hedge is. You got houses, you got hedges around the house. Setting boundaries. That's what this is, about setting boundaries. Making sure you adjust your boundaries. Because boundaries that you had working in some other situation, probably not going to serve you too good here. Just saying. So you may need to get outside and rearrange some damn hedges. Not in a literal sense, but in a figurative sense, you may need to rearrange your boundaries. That part right there. Let's see what else we got. Good luck and fortune is coming to you. The night women. Let me just read to you what it says about the night women, because I thought it was rather interesting. Expect joy and good luck to visit your home. A spring clean of your home or office is in order. Reduce the clutter and clear the energy. Damn, ain't that what we've been talking about? Healing can be done in joy and with movement. Go dancing. Love your body in all its splendor. Same saying for those of you that are struggling or think you're struggling with weight issues. If your weight is causing physical problems, I don't know who I'm talking to now, but if it's causing physical problems, obviously you gotta fix that. But if you are just worried about your weight because you don't look like Skinny Minnie that sits on the other side of the office and always switching around trying to look cute, get out of that. Be happy with where you are, your body. Ain't nobody got to live in it but you. And if somebody doesn't like you solely based on the fact of how you look on the outside, fuck them if they can't take a joke. Taurus, I love you. I hope y'all have a wonderful week, a good start to your new year, and I will talk to y'all soon. Bye-bye.